Good, love?
Good. I'm full. I'm like about to pass
Yeah,
out.
I've just kept eating while we're talking, and it's like, then I'm sitting here going like, I'm stuffed. I'll have to wait 20 minutes before I can have snacks.
Love, I'm not gonna have snacks. Because I'm fat. I'm gonna have chocolate.
Which is snacks.
Hey friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Donna. I'm a Filipino mom. I share about mom life, cooking, gardening, my immigration story, and more. So please consider subscribing. I would love for you to be here. So, so for today's episode, we were gonna be doing couple Q&A Filipino food mukbang. It's all Filipino foods, and in celebration of our 5th wedding anniversary this November, so we are gonna be doing a mukbang. Fun fact, my husband doesn't know what mukbang means. So he just found out 2 days ago when I told him that we're gonna be doing mukbang. So he said that he didn't. What did you say, love?
Never experienced it before, so.
And he never heard about mukbang at all. So yeah. So first, okay, I'm nervous. First, I'll show to you what we have here. This is rambutan. This is a Filipino fruit. What's the English of rambutan?
Don't know.
Okay.
Rambutan.
Rambutan. We have fried fish, of course, white rice.
Adobo green beans.
Yeah. So yeah, string beans. Then pasayan in English, shrimp, garlic buttered shrimp. Then tortang talong, or in English,
Eggplant omelet.
yes. And pritong liempo, or in English,
Fried pork.
and then rambutan. And that's it, right? Yeah, and that's it. By the way, I cooked all of this.
Yes, she did.
And we're gonna have our
I have to have suka.
suka, the
Spicy one.
spicy coconut vinegar. You shake it like that, right? Yeah. Spicy coconut vinegar. He loves that Filipino suka. That's
This stuff is gold.
yeah.
If you haven't had this before, you need to go get some. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Okay.
Really good on the
Give me some
eggplant
too.
omelet and the pork.
Yeah, and I also posted in my Facebook and Instagram to give me some questions. And while we are eating, I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna read the questions that I have. Okay? That they gave to me. Okay, let's start.
All right. Yeah.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you.
Then the first question is, if your life, this is from Anonymous,
Anonymous. Ooh.
because he don't want to be cold. First is, if your life was a movie, which actress or actor would play you?
Well, that one for me is easy. Ryan Reynolds.
Why?
Because people say I look like Ryan Reynolds. Well, maybe I look like his dad, but anyway, people
Yeah.
say I favor Ryan Reynolds, so I figure you get an actor that, you know, kind of looks like you, right?
Yeah.
And I like his movies, so.
Yeah. For me, I would say Anna Turb, because I just like her. I love the show The French. We watch it when I was pregnant, like, and ganahan laki ko niya, guwapa pa jud siya. She's Australian, right, love?
I'm not sure where she's from, but yeah, you really liked her in that show, Fringe TV series. It was I don't know, 6 or 7 years of
Yeah.
series. But
It's about like FBI and stuff like that. Okay. Another question. What is David's favorite Filipino dish?
well, I like a lot, but if I had to pick just one,
Just one.
I would say lumpia.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to say it like this, and I don't want to offend anybody. Your lumpia, because I've had a lot of lumpia that was okay, but yours is awesome. Like I love that one.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of other ones I like too. So.
Mm-hmm. Go on. And,
What's the next question?
first question is, who wins in an argument? Me.
100% of the
Not
time.
not 100%. Maybe 90.
Okay, it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's so much. I think it's 100% because I can't remember the last time I won. Right?
Yeah. I'm so hungry. Gutom kay ko. Okay, this is from my friend, my beautiful friend, Sheena Jane. Hi, Sheena Jane.
Hi, Sheena.
Her question is, who says I love you first most of the time?
I do. I would say
Mhm.
most of the time, yeah.
Mhm.
Only we don't say I love you. We always say I love you so much.
Yeah.
Always. If I were to text her I love you, she would text back like, who has my husband's phone?
Yeah. That's true. Did you answer that? Okay.
Yeah.
This is from my new virtual friend from Indiana. I think she's from Indiana. She's a new mommy vlogger. From Miss Rosana Basilio Ludberg. Hi, Rosana. Her channel is Inay Badiday. Also, please subscribe to her channel. I'll put the link in my description box. Her question is, which of our marriage vows do you think is the most important?
Until death do us part.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Because
Because that's what marriage is about. It's not about whether it's always good or, it's about making a commitment,
yeah, me too.
So that's what I say. She says the same, so. She makes this eggplant omelet maybe once every couple of weeks, so we have it a lot. I really like this one.
Yeah. Do you want to try that fillet? Oh, fillet. The fish.
Yeah, put in your.
He likes fish, but he likes fillet fish, and then I bought the one that's not fillet, but he likes fish.
Oh yeah, I love it.
This is from my sister. What is your love story? How did it all started?
Well, there's two versions of this story. There's my version and her version.
Let's hear your version.
Okay. So, I was deployed in Jordan for work, and she was working at the Marriott Hotel there. And she had, I later found out that she had gotten a degree in hotel management, tourism, in the Philippines.
Tourism management.
Tourism management. And so she had a contract job working there at the Marriott. And I met her working there. So anyway, I thought she was very attractive, but I also knew she was a lot younger than me. So to make a long story short, we didn't really, I don't know the right way to put it, but we didn't hit it off at first. In fact, I later found out she didn't like me at all in the beginning. She says...
You didn't know at first that I didn't like you?
No. But,
you thought I liked you?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I'm
Just
I don't know. I just did. But anyway, long story short, I found out a lot of things later on that I didn't know. But she says our love story was not love at first sight, but love at last sight. So over time, while I was there, and I was there for a long time, I mean, almost like 6 weeks. So
over a month.
Over a month. And I mean, we didn't have a relationship or anything like that there.
No, we never.
But we started talking more toward the very end, like
we were together already when his hair already when he is here already in
yeah, I'm already in the United States.
We're not together
but
a couple of them.
Yeah, but
I didn't know that you thought that I liked you at first.
Not
because I never liked you when you were there.
But you're kind of, your story's inconsistent because
no, I mean like
at some point you did because you used to play the elevator game, and why are you trying to guess whether it's me getting off the elevator if you don't like me?
It was my friend. I'm not gonna say her name because maybe she don't want to be mentioned, but it was my friend, one of my friends at the lobby. I was working at the lobby at first, so I mean, and then he's already like giving like if it's a signs that you kind of like me.
Yeah.
So, and then they talk about like I work at nighttime, and then my close friends who works in the breakfast, they always tell me, "Oh, Sir David is looking for you" and stuff like that. And then here, a couple of days after, they've been like teasing me with him. So I'm like, I don't really like, because there's also another guy. Okay, when this is going on, I just came up.
This is supposed to be about our love story.
No, but I'm just saying, when this is going on, like my friends are teasing me with him and stuff like that. I just came from a severe breakup. What do you call it? A severe breakup? A breakup, So I was not really into finding a relationship.
Me neither.
And I think you came from a breakup as well, right, love?
Yeah.
Yeah. So both of us, like, we're not really in a place that we're looking for someone. Okay. So when this is happening, when my friends were teasing me and stuff like that, what do you call that? It's not. When the elevator game was doing, it was my friend who insisted, "Oh, do you think that's from Sir David?" Because he lived. I even know his room number, but I was just gonna say he's in 9th floor. So when the elevator dings, because I worked in the lobby before, the elevator dings from 9th floor, my friend will always say, "Okay, is that from Sir David? Do you think that's from Sir David?" or stuff like that. And then 8 out of 10, when that was, like from the last 3 weeks that we were staying there, 8 out of 10. I always guessed that it's him.
Yeah, when it was me, she guessed it. Her friends didn't guess it, but when it was me, she guessed it.
And it was just like having fun, making fun.
She even guessed what color shirt I would be wearing one time before I got there, and I was wearing that color shirt. So now I ask you, the audience, does this sound like the behavior of someone who doesn't like you? Anyway. She likes to put on a tough face, and believe me, she has one. But at a certain point there, I think there was, I don't know the right
Spark.
way. Yeah, there was a certain fondness, but I mean, we weren't in love or anything like that. In fact,
we're not in love.
Yeah, when I had to leave early because of some terrorist activity that was going on there. And anyway, long story short, her and a couple of her friends rode with us to the airport when we were leaving to say goodbye. And when we said goodbye, I kind of felt like, you know, at first it was just like, hey, there's this person that I kind of like at the hotel, blah, 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 but she's too young and this and that. But then I realized maybe when I was leaving that there was something, you know, so we had already exchanged information because we had went, a group of her girlfriends and a guy I was traveling with, like we all went as a big group to Petra on a tour. So we had exchanged, so we had each other's phone number. So anyway, she said for me to message her when I arrived in the States or whatever. So when I got to Houston,
I didn't say message me. I never said. I'm a kind of person that has pride for boys. I don't like entertain like that.
No,
I never.
Let me put it like this.
But you called me when you were in Germany. You called me because you have a layover a couple of days in Germany. I was shocked, like hello, like an international call. I'm like hello, and he's like, hey Donna, this is David. I'm here in Germany. I was like, I didn't expect that at all. That he was gonna call me.
Okay, so long story short, we started talking when I finally got all the way home. We Skyped, and one evening, and then I don't know, we like Skyped again another night, and then before
did we Skype right away? No, we didn't.
Yeah, it was pretty soon. It was almost immediately after I got back. I mean, it may have been a few days, but I mean, once we started Skyping, it wasn't at first, but it very quickly became daily. We would talk for an hour or two
every day. That's
every
what
day,
I said.
for a long time. And I will say this, like, you know, I jokingly said to a friend of mine one time, I said, you know, people sometimes make fun of long distance relationship, but in my experience, the only thing that we had was to get to know each other. We had nothing else. We were not together. We never held hands. We never hugged. We never kissed. We never, nothing.
Nothing.
So here I am in the States, fast forward, and we are Skyping almost every evening, and unless our schedule didn't match, but that was not very often. So she's, and you know, I got to know about her, I got to know about her family, I got to know about her beliefs, you know, her religion, you know, how she grew up, and she got to know the same about me. And so at some point in there, that's when we fell in love. And that eventually turned into, you know, Facebook official, you know, in a relationship, even though we're still long distance. And then it turned into an engagement. I had to call her Papa and ask for her hand in marriage.
No, but you visited me first before the engagement.
That is true.
In Jordan.
I did come to visit. I flew there again. Then I came back for the engagement.
If you want to know my tips, if you want to know my tips on how to approve your K1 visa fast, I'll put the links. I'll put the link in my description box below, because I even shared there that you need to talk. You need to get to know more about your partner and visit them, like, you know, because it's very important.
Well, so in the K1 visa process, there's a thing called evidence. Evidence of a relationship. When you're only long distance, all you have is Skype screenshots of each other, right? Yes, that is evidence, but it's not the same as, here's a picture of us in Jordan riding camels. Here's a picture of us, you know, on the River Jordan where Christ was baptized with our hands in the water together, you know, like that. So
that's very important.
We had, if you can establish more, here's pictures of us in a video call with her family, you know, like we had that. And so a lot more evidence of the relationship. I mean, and we weren't doing it to establish evidence. We were doing it because of our relationship. We just so happened to have pictures of all of that because, well, what do you do when you go to someplace special? You take pictures, right?
Yeah.
So we had all that, but that's a good thing to note that if you have the chance, especially
at
if
least
you're
twice.
seeing someone abroad,
The requirement is just visit once, but like visit at least twice, you know?
yeah. And even saying how to do the K1 visa quickly, it still feels like a very slow process, right?
Mm-hmm.
It takes a while before it gets approved and all of that.
Agree.
And then
It will test your
it'll test your relationship. Your patience, everything.
Okay.
And then they call it a 90-day fiance. Technically, it's really not 90 days because you don't, when she gets here, they say you have 90 days to get married, but USCIS is already wanting evidence of your marriage like before 90 days, like at 65 days. Like, so we went to the courthouse and got married, and then we planned our church wedding for later because it just was impossible to put that together in that short amount of time.
Mm-hmm. Okay, next question, love. What is your perception about age gap relationships and multicultural marriage? How did you make it work? And if you can give advice and tips.
I don't know. What do you think?
What do you think first? Let's talk about the age gap relationship first before the multicultural.
Yeah, I mean, so for me, I think it's a cultural thing. I mean, I think in the U.S., you know, like people expect a certain gap that, you know, they consider to be reasonable or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think it's a cultural thing because I don't feel like she had that in her mind at all. Like I think, you know, it's like, okay, well, if it's the person, it's the person, you know. And I agree with that.
If you love the person, why do you matter the age, you know?
But also, I think too, for someone of her age, when I met her, you know, she was already living abroad, working abroad, you know, independent, controlling her finances, saving money, thrifty, just a lot of characteristics of someone who's a lot more mature than her age. And also talking to her about her values about family and church and everything else. It was like you didn't have the, you know, you were definitely not, you know, like, hey, let's come to America and let's party. You know, I mean, you were not, you know, which is what you might expect from somebody.
I don't even drink.
No, yeah, never.
I don't not. Maybe the reason that God gave me an older husband, because if I'll marry someone, I don't know, like if I marry someone the same age as me, and I don't party, you know. That's the problem. Like
true.
I just want to watch movies and watch romantic drama movies and cry movie marathon.
yeah, that's true.
I don't. Okay, when I was in college, me and my sister live in a girls' dormitory in our entire college years. So we don't have really like nightlife, going to karaoke, drink and stuff like we really don't, and we're happy with that one. Like we're not like, okay, we're so sad because we don't have that nightlife.
Yeah.
And so we ended up marrying guys who are older than us, and you know, I mean, we like to have someone that we can talk maturely. You know what I mean? Not like, okay, I don't know what's my direction.
Well, I mean, I think it's too, and I don't, you know, I'm not trying to say this is 100%, but, you know, there's a lot of the younger generation now that it just seems like they don't know how to do a lot of life skill things. Like, you know, when it comes to repairing something that's broken in the house or repairing a vehicle that's broken or, you know, just, it seems like, I mean, obviously there are kids who, you know, younger who do know how to do that, but there's a lot that just, like, they don't know how to mow a lawn, change a flat tire, like they just haven't done it. And so in our relationship, you know, it's like, I think she just appreciates that, you know, I know how to do that stuff and I just take care of it.
I want someone that really like a man, you know what I mean? And there's a sense to talk to. Like, I want someone that, I'm not saying I'm smart, like smarter than me.
She's smart.
Because I don't like, I want to, kapo explain. Basta ganahan ko og lalaki nga, this is what I always thought in my mind, I don't want to find a prince, I want to find a king.
Yeah.
Okay?
She also didn't want to find somebody she had to raise.
Yes, you know?
So, but, as for us, I think that probably, you know, I mean, it works, you know, 90%. I mean,
We're 5 years married. Can you imagine?
Yeah, I mean, we've been married for 5 years, so, I mean, it's not like, you know,
it's not like bed of roses marriage. There's no perfect marriage at all.
Yeah, it's not, yeah, I mean, we have our ups and downs, but you know, the main thing is that, you know, we stay together and, you know, we work through it and that kind of stuff. So from that perspective, I mean, she likes to tease me sometimes about my age, you know, and I'll tease her sometimes about her age too, but
yeah.
But I mean, it's all in fun because it's like,
sometimes I act older than him. And then I feel like I'm older than him because my body is just...
Yeah, she says...
I'm like sickly and... Not really sickly, but I'm just saying I'm like not fit, you know.
Yeah, she talks about me and, you know, I go to the gym and exercise 3 times a week and I take vitamins and I try to eat healthy.
And then he never gets sick and then I get sick, you know. Especially now that I have you know, we have Dylan, so my back hurts a lot. Like, I have all this stuff that I need to put, essential oil, and he don't have that, you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, I kind of grew up, you know, my whole life just being into fitness and into health, you know, and that kind of stuff. And so that topic interests me. I mean, you know, like at night, I'm usually watching. When we're done watching a show and you're editing videos or whatever, you know, I'm usually watching some YouTube video about, you know, the latest advances in, you know, exercise or, you know, nutrition or whatever. So, I mean, I find the subject interesting, so I keep up with it. And she just, you know, when it comes to that kind of stuff, she just usually just asks me, well, what do you think? So
let's move on to, we talk about the age gap. How did we adjust the multicultural marriage? How did you make it work? We told already. And if you can give advice and tips.
Well,
so how did we adjust with our cultures?
So first, she taught me how to say things in Bisaya, but she taught me how to say them kind of the wrong way, just so she could have fun. But so some of it was about learning the language, learning at least a little bit.
Yeah, not a lot.
And then
like the cultures that I have, like I eat this kind of stuff, and he did really.
Yeah, I mean, we went, you know, back to Sikihor, to your island, you know, and visited your family, and, you know, while we were there, there's some differences, you know, but I have been fortunate that through my job and throughout my life, I've traveled and been all over the world. So I've seen and been part of a lot of different cultures. So
really fast.
For me, it was just great being there. Everyone was happy and fun, and, you know, we had a great time. We did karaoke, we did disco. We we cooked the pig in the backyard, you know, the lechon, and you know, we sat out on the porch and did karaoke, and so I mean, all that stuff was great. So I didn't. One of the big differences is, you know, in the United States, it seems like in the Philippines, everybody's out on their porch, out in their yard, and people walk by and the people say, hey, come on over, you know, and then they come over and they hang out, and then next thing you know, there's somebody's porch that has a bunch of people, and then it breaks out into karaoke or whatever. Here,
Our house.
yeah, it's at her house over there. But here, it's like people pull into their garage and they close their garage door, and someone new will move in down the street from you, and it'll be 6 months before you even see their face. Like, you just know someone's moved in because you saw a moving truck, but you've never seen the person. So now, and granted, it's a little bit different right now with COVID and everything, but
Yeah. So how did
do.
well, how did we adjust our multicultural in our marriage?
I think. I mean, you've got Filipino.
We just
You got
compromise.
Filipino girlfriends, and we're always going over to their houses for
Yeah,
parties.
we just compromise. So
So yeah, I mean,
it's about like accepting that you married someone else that's not the same culture as what you have.
yeah,
It's about because he accepted that, like, the full package, that he knows that he married someone that, you know, like a Filipino. So he introduces me to Asian store, to stuff like for me to not being homesick. Okay, so even though I worked in the Middle East for, you know,
I'm getting full.
yeah, full too,
Yeah.
for
I'm sitting
2
here
years,
talking
but
and
I'm like
I'm gonna start having some rambutan.
yeah, I'm almost done. But I'm talking about, what I'm talking is it's just about compromising, that we compromised, you know. And then I also adjusted to his culture and learned like how to cook American foods, and, you know, like everything, like even using their appliances, you know, because back home we don't have vacuum, we don't have washing machine, we don't have like stuff like that. So it's like little by little adjusting your life, fitting in their culture, and him also fitting in my culture, and then boom. Like, it's not like, okay, this is the good thing about him. Also, the good thing about
effort to do it though. It was
Yeah.
it was effortless. It was
the
like,
good thing about him, excuse me, love. The good thing about you, love, is like he listens. He listens that, I want to do this, I want to do that. Like back home, we do this, blah, blah, blah. And then he listens and he'll do it, you know? Like, not like fast because he needs to like consider his job and stuff like that. But everything, like, you know, he provides. Is that good?
I don't know.
How did you, if you can give advice and tips. Okay. I think we did. Did we give an advice and tips?
Advice and tips on what?
The age gap and multicultural.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna say that the age gap is for everyone, you know. And I say that, and I'm not.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So
We're not saying. Sorry.
yeah, I think that it probably wouldn't work the way it did for everyone, the way it has for us. I think that we wound up being very compatible, and so.
And we pray for it.
Yeah. I mean, that's true too. So
We pray for it. It's not like one and instantly we click. No, we prayed for it so hard.
yeah. I think the other thing too is if you're older,
hard.
you know, you're gonna and you have a younger spouse, you know, you're gonna have to make an effort to take care of yourself, you know, because keeping up with somebody younger can be
Exhausting.
well, it isn't for me, but I'm saying
It's not like I'm energetic. I'm not energetic.
I know some people my age that I don't think would, you know, maybe it would be exhausting. So
Especially like he's back to zero. We have a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So-
what you need to consider as well. If you want to marry someone who's
Yeah, that was
younger than
another-
you,
Yeah, that was another consideration was,
is you need to consider like, is your body can you know. I
yeah,
don't know.
because, well, I knew that it was her heart's desire to have children. So I knew that that was part of our future.
Yeah.
And so I accepted that. So it wasn't one of these things where I said, oh yeah, we'll do that. But deep down I didn't mean it, so that,
Yeah,
then-
you gotta mean it.
yeah. Thinking, well, when she gets here, she'll love it here, and blah blah blah, and then we'll just forget about
Forget
that.
about it.
It's like no. So, and now we have Dylan, and he's awesome.
Yeah.
So, cutest little guy.
Mhm.
He's changing every day, like
Every
every day,
day.
right before our eyes. So, but yeah,
You like the rambutan?
yeah, it's very good. This last one though, I managed to get a piece of the seed stuck to it.
That's it. The seed was stuck to it too. Like there's
Yeah.
white thing right here. Look.
Yeah. So,
I don't know. Maybe that one is a baby.
well, it was like the biggest one. Maybe it was too mature.
Yeah, rambutan.
This is really good, but my favorite is lanzones.
Mm-hmm. If you have lanzones, please send us lanzones.
Yeah, send us some, or don't get in trouble, but send us some seeds.
We can't plant it here.
Yeah, it wouldn't grow here.
It wouldn't grow. So just send us the fruit.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the craziest thing eating that. Like it's so good. I ate too many, really. I mean, like,
Yeah.
because,
He ate, when we were in the Philippines, I think he ate like 1 kilo.
yeah, I ate a lot.
1 kilograms. I don't know how much is that one in pounds.
If you can imagine a fruit,
It's smaller than this.
a fruit that
Smaller than this, but color brown orange.
it
or
looks
brown
like
yellow.
it looks like a little
But no
tiny
thorns.
potato, but it
Mhm.
grows in a cluster like grapes.
Yeah.
Has a very thin skin that you peel off, and inside it almost looks like this on the inside. It's white, and but it
it's very
tastes like
small.
it's sweet and sour. It's the only fruit I've ever eaten that actually tasted like a piece of candy. It tastes like a Sour Patch Kid candy to me.
Yeah.
It was really good.
We ate a lot.
Yeah, we did.
Okay. I think that's the last question. We don't want it to be too long.
Okay, good. I'm glad it's over because I don't ever want to talk to you again.
Happy anniversary, love.
Yeah, happy anniversary to you too.
Oh, what?
You're not gonna kiss me on camera.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we're just gonna kiss later. Okay, so what else I can say? So thank you guys for watching. I really hope you like our Filipino food mukbang. This is our first ever Q&A. And thank you so much for supporting us. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with your friends. And I'll see you guys on our next video. Bye!
Bye.
Mwah. Look at me. 1, 2, 3, go. Say subscribe!